As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hecate, we have the blue Terran player. With the blue Terran, we have the South Korean Terran representing Shopify Rebellion. It is a ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player. We have the red Zerg player himself. It is a GgMaChine. Also, I appreciate that you were able to stream some of your judging process of TLMC 18 and 19. I appreciate it. I don't know if you heard, but I stepped up and have been judging the maps for TLMC 21. And it was really useful, really useful. I was curious as to like what your thought process was for some of the maps and for judging like the previous TLMC. So I was skimming over the VODs, allowing some greater perspective when going through the maps myself. So thank you. As now 2x Reaper, 2x Reaper out of ByuN. Does go for a much more aggressive opener here. The goal here is to delay the third base to contain the Zerg player, and we'll see what ByuN get done. Behind this, we can go for a third Rax as well. We can commit a little bit harder. We'll see if ByuN does double down. Also, welcome one all to Hecate. Hecate is one of the older maps in the map pool from many years ago. Again, this is the OC mid-season playoffs, and for OC events, they do feature an extended map pool with some of these older maps, with Ancient Cistern, with Hecate, and with Golden Aura. Those are the three maps that were added to the map pool. So Golden Aura, Hecate, and Ancient Cistern. As our Reapers are amassing, and will soon be moving out. Now the Overlord does confirm, so with this GgMaChine should prioritize link speed. He doesn't pull out. He does not pull out of gas. Link speed should be on the way, and GgMaChine should be able to defend on 2 bases. Now you can try to slip out a drone, keep it hidden, and come in for a sneaky third to get it at a more reasonable time, but it can be quite risky to pull that off. Oh, as a ByuN, he does open up with his initial Reapers. Typically, you go up to 3 Reapers, then you start your transition. But here, ByuN, he already begins the Reactor. Reactor is already on the way. So ByuN only going for a double Reaper opener. So only 2 Reapers, a very light commitment into this build, into the 2x. Followed by what? Followed by the earlier add-ons, Reactor, Tech Lab, and an earlier third rack. So we do have a faster stim timing behind this. Okay, interesting. You have my attention. So a much earlier stim follow-up, earlier than normal. ByuN pokes in, ByuN pulls away. So far he is achieving what he wanted, which is containing the Zerg on 2 bases, forcing out more Zerglings, and disrupting the economy. Now, GgMaChine across this, he is aware of the faster add-ons. True, like he has a piece of the puzzle. He knows about the faster add-ons, he knows about the faster upgrades, he knows about the minimal amounts of Reaper. But first things first, GgMaChine has to expand. Does have to expand here. There we go. Taking the triangular third. GgMaChine pokes in, pulls away. Behind this, going for the earlier Evo Chamber. This is crucial for +1 carapace, as that may be able to finish up in time. I say that, never mind, we're already pushing. Like again, this hits so fast. We have the mass amount of Marines, waiting for reinforcements, and GgMaChine gonna have to defend with purely Queens and Zerglings. Oh boy. Stim is finishing up in a couple of seconds. Rotates over towards the third. Oh, where are we headed? Rotates over towards the third base. +1 carapace has begun. We're holding onto that stim. He wants the Queens. Doesn't want to waste the stim. Doesn't want to waste it. Remember, he has no medevacs. There it is. He steps in. He gets one. He gets two. He takes down two queens. Starts steps against the Lings. And Lings, they should be cleaned up. Yeah, Lings, they cannot engage. Every queen will fall. Ay, ay, ay. And this might just break the third. The Lings, they come in for this round. Once again, nice kiting here by ByuN. But he's running out of Marines. And GgMaChine, he cleans up. He holds. He holds onto the base, but at a cost. At a cost of what? At a cost of 36 Lings and 3 queens and the Overlord as well. Nice damage by ByuN. And remember, behind this ByuN, he's working on +1. +1 is on the way. We have the starport on the way as well. ByuN is working on that next step. And he's ahead. ByuN, he's ahead economically. GgMaChine, he has a lot of joining to do. Let's go to catch up. Here's gonna catch up, gonna saturate. ByuN working on the next timing, is going for a third CC, but a bit of a, I say bit of, is a later third CC. And we're waiting for the Medivacs, waiting for the drop play. Still quite tense. Moving out. Here come the Medivacs. The Overlord did spot the Medivacs moving out. He's aware. GgMaChine getting ready. Bailey's speed is still on the way. So once again, just pure Ling Queen defense. But this time the Lings have +1 carapace. Goodness, +1 attack to make up for that. Stims in. Just stim in. From here, he just stands and fights. He trades well, ensuring there was no surround. That's now going to be forced to pick up. Oh, never mind. He just takes it. He just takes out all the Lings. Ay, ay, ay. Very efficient trades here from ByuN. Back at home, he defends. And GgMaChine, what's brutal here is that he's losing so many Zerglings, he has to replace them. He has to replace the Lings, which means the drone count is still very low. Drone count, low economy. ByuN going first with push. He defends back at home. We have the attempted Ling run by. ByuN gaining ground. Mainly speed is helping here, but GgMaChine, he will supply blocked. And is attempting to get into his own hive production, or hive tech. He's going for the hive. GgMaChine should be able to hold on here. Never mind. He does get on top of the first tank. But the Marines, they kite well. As well, we do have a rally across the map. And splitting up his forces. Splits up, moves in. And these are all just better trades for ByuN. It's one of those things where, sure, GgMaChine, he saves the base. He's saving the bases, he's saving the expansions, but it's all coming at a cost, and it's just not allowing GgMaChine to turn. Oh, wait, the target firing! Focus down all the Bailings. Bailings go down, and GgMaChine just falling further behind. Behind this, he's rushing into Ultras. I mean, that can be a way for him to recover in this game, if he can get there. Just rush into that ultra tech. Can he get there? Now again, thankfully for GgMaChine, ByuN, he's been keeping his main army at home for the most part, like the tanks, the marines, the reinforcements. He has not been committing too hard. It's only been drop play, which has still been very effective, don't get me wrong. Oh my god, forcing so much friendly fire. The Windmine kills more marines than the Lings. But ByuN is dropping. ByuN dropping in. His army is forced back home. In there. Still moving up with drop play. Triple drop towards the left. Ultras are popping out. I believe this is pre-Ghost. Yeah, there's no academy. No academy. No Ghosts, no Liberators. Ultras, they will have a bit of a power spike once we can get into those upgrades. And Ultras are revealed. Ultras have arrived. God, but the drone count is still so... I'm shocked that we're 12 minutes into the game. GgMaChine, he has 64 drones. That's under 3 base economy. That's insane. we need some drones, man. He just hasn't been able to, just because of the trade, just because of ByuN. ByuN has been just killing so many Lings throughout the course of this game. How many? It's been 265 Zerglings. So every time there's any larva to work with, and GgMaChine, he just rebuilds those Lings. Just hasn't been able to drone up. Which means he can't afford to lose these Ultras. He can't afford it. Oof, oh, good. Brutal mine connections. ByuN gets across the map, and back at him, there's nothing. Back at him, there's nothing. You can see GgMaChine, he reacts with everything he has. He's racing back to defend. Marines, they take over the fourth. Takes down the expansion. Liberation has arrived. ByuN, he tries to lock down the Ultras, but too late. Yeah, too late with the mules. ByuN, he's having fun. Calm down, ByuN, calm down. For those that are curious, you can use mules like force fields, where you can lock down an army and lock in some Ultras. But the mules are too late, and he didn't have enough mules. Shots are popping off. ByuN kills the 5th base. And now GgMaChine down to 3. Down to 3 expansions. He's heavily oversaturated. ByuN also losing SCVs. True. Does lose a lot of workers across the map. Uh-oh. We're getting a little bit shaky here. ByuN still has the advantage, of course. But they did lose an expansion. From here, does take the Baileys to the face. The Baileys connect. To the face, man. To the face. Oh, God. And there we go. I was about to say that we should be seeing one of the bases floated over. There it is, the main base floats over to take as the fourth. Now this tells me that the fourth base will not be a planetary, so that will make it more vulnerable to run bys like this. As Lings, they keep moving in. Oh. Maybe catch some reinforcements, but GG gets called as ByuN, he moves out across the map, and with that, ByuN takes game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. ByuN, he does take a lead in the series. Again, a very intense game here. For the most part, ByuN was in control, but GgMaChine, he was able to hang on for a long time. That was also partially because ByuN was not going for main pushes. He was just going for drop play. Just exclusively, just non-stop drop play back and forth. So he was always out trading, but never quite killing, never quite breaking the expansion until towards the tail end when the base finally went down. But yeah, GgMaChine, he was just overwhelmed. He never had the breathing room to drone up, to saturate. It was a really unique build out of ByuN. Remember, at the start of the game, it was not your typical standard 2x Reaper. It was 2x Reaper, but he only made 2 Reapers. Usually you make at least 3, but he made 2 Reapers, which means he went into a faster reactor, faster tech lab, faster marine production, faster stim, and he went for a very early stim timing. And remember, he killed 3 queens. He got 3 queens, he traded very well against the Zerglings, and he kind of started that ball rolling. The momentum started and didn't really stop for ByuN. So GG, well played. With that, ByuN takes the lead in the series. Now we're getting into game 2. We're going to be loading into tokamak. We'll see if ByuN can close it out here and now, or if GgMaChine can recover. Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of tokamak, we have the South Korean Terran player. We have the blue Terran leading the series 1-0. It is ByuN. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player. The red Zerg player himself down in the series. We'll see if he mounts back. It is GgMaChine. Let's go. Here we go. This time ByuN is setting up and going for a standard opener. There's no extra maxes on the low grounds. No 2x Reaper, not this time. Not this time. So players are opening up. Here we are just going to be opening up. We do have our standard openers, hatch gas pool, likewise racks expand out of ByuN. Important to point out just because of the 2x Reaper that ByuN had last time. True. And from here we should be calming things down. ByuN, he can be quite fond of very buy-heavy mid-game, going into 3 Raxes, delaying his third base, or even going 3 CC 2-on-1. Keep an eye on our Terran. From the side of GgMaChine, it's going to be up to our Zerg player to tighten up his defenses. I mean, again, just because of the aggression of ByuN last game, GgMaChine had a really hard time getting up to a 4-base economy. He never did. He never got up to a 4-base economy. Just never happened. But now we're loading into tokamak, one of the larger maps in the map pool. I would say that there's a higher chance for GgMaChine to be able to stabilize on 4 bases here on tokamak. It's a higher chance. ByuN going for the third CC. Third CC before starport, economic opener. Everything looking as it should so far. tokamak is not really known for 8 Raxes, so we're not really leaning towards that. From here we can get into a more standard mid-game, into a 7-minute move-out. Let's go for the Island Swap. Likewise, GgMaChine, we'll see if we go for a Roach-based opener. So far, did try to go Ling Bane into Ultra, which again can be very difficult to get away with. Oh, Nice pickoff. GgMaChine takes down the Reaper. Set up. And we do have just our setup for Ling Bane. Bailey Nest gets thrown down. Now this is a bit of an earlier Bailey Nest from GgMaChine. It is going to be Nest first into a lair, so a very safe play. Now this, what does this mean? This means that GgMaChine, he'll have Bailings ready for a Hellbat defense. So if ByuN moved out with, say, like a 2-on-1 Hellbat push or something more aggressive like that, then Bailings will be ready for it. Otherwise, this is, yeah, just a safer way to play. This is going to be foregoing earlier Evo chambers. So there's a bit of a give and take here. Does mean that upgrades are going to be delayed for GgMaChine. Specifically 1-1. So delayed upgrades. Double eBay already on the way for ByuN. So ByuN will have that upgrade lead. Have that strong timing available to him. Meanwhile, we're still missing the Evo chambers from GgMaChine. He's just now taking his gases, which is saturating. The benefit of the earlier layer is earlier Bailing speed timing. So Bailing speed is going to be available quite fast. Oh, and we're rushing into Hive? Oh, God. So GgMaChine going for the infestation bit into early Hive. Once again, looks like he wants to go Ling Bane into Ultra. Okay. Wants to rush into those ultras. It's gonna be difficult, is what I will say. Gonna be difficult to get away with this. Manages to hit the main. They scout the pit. ByuN knows. Yeah, he knows, he's aware. Which means ByuN knows that there's gonna be a very strong timing available to him, where he can strike before the Hive is done, before the ultras are ready. Does confirm the ultra, the Hive is in production. And it's getting a hand so far. 10 drone kills. I wouldn't be opposed to ByuN even A-Raxing from here, but he's getting more gases. He's taking gases at the third base. He's getting a factory. So ByuN is building up in towards a longer game. Oh. Ranges are sniped. And here comes the 7-minute push. Yeah, this hits at 7 minutes. This hits with 1-1. Hits with the upgrades. And it's going to be a tough hold here for GgMaChine. Now, thankfully, he does have Bailing speed, but it's going to be 0-0 Ling Bane. And again, he is investing into the Hive. One sims in, clears up all the creep. He does get away in time, doesn't get surrounded. And this hatchery should fall. GgMaChine trying to come in from behind. We'll get a tank. So let's get a tank. We'll force big up. Ooh, a Bailey connects. I'll say 1 or 2 Bailings did connect. But those are all the Bailings. Those are all the Bailings. Aliens are going for the Hellbats, they morph in. There's no answer, there's no Hellbats, there's no Bailings. Yeah, without Bailings, the Hellbats, they just have free reign. Hatchery goes down, and GgMaChine is just being pulled apart. Oof, ay, ay, ay. The Queens will eventually clean this up. This is already so much damage. Lings, they attempt this around, but again, they don't have any upgrades. They have no upgrades for the Lings. They can't fight the Marines. Not like that, man. And ByuN is snowballing out of control. He's just snowballing out of control. He's breaking the 4th base, pushing into the 3rd. There's barely any Ling Bane. Sure, the Ultra Cavern just finished. Sure, we have Adrenal on the way. Ultra production has begun, but it doesn't matter. The Ultras are coming. If you recall, ByuN, he's aware that Ultras are on the way. Just because he scouted the Infestation bit and the Hive earlier. So he knows. GgMaChine going for a massive counterattack. ByuN is at home. He did not rally. ByuN is ready. Now this position should be cleaned up. With the help of the Ultras, GgMaChine should have enough. ByuN does lift. Oh, it does attempt to. Oh, there we go. Does lift, does pull away. Oh, that's we do force some friendly fire, okay. The Widowmine pops off in favor of GgMaChine. But the efficiency is just too much, and soon ByuN can just hate move. There's 2 Banelings in the mix. And 1 does connect, okay. 1 Baneling does connect. Should not have happened. More Banelings on the way. GgMaChine, he's holding on. He's holding on. The dear life. Once again, he's down to 68 workers. Once again, down to a 3 base economy. ByuN going for a split push. Oh. Pull away. Lings, they tend to engage, but even here, even against Master Marauder, they cannot trade well. One of the Ultras. Ultra goes down, GG gets called, and GgMaChine just cannot keep up. Not anymore, and ByuN will take the series 2-0. GG. Get an impressive showing here by ByuN. GgMaChine, for both Game 1 and Game 2, he was holding on, he was surviving, he was weathering the storm, but he never really had any momentum or economy himself, so he could never really threaten ByuN. So a very comfortable series here by ByuN, as he was never really in any danger. He was able to just maintain his aggression, maintain his map control, and just snowball from there. GG. GG, well played. ByuN does claim the series, and with that, we are nearing the tail end of the broadcast. We have 2 series left, 2 series remaining. It's going to be Art versus Honmono, and Creator versus Hearthstone. We have 2 series remaining here, and we'll see where our players do take us. For now, we're going to be going on a very short break here before we wrap things up. So we'll see you guys soon after the short break. See you soon. Bye. See you soon.